Hello friends and welcome to my latest video. Before I start out, I just wanted to let you know if you're just here to see the results of today's shoot, jump to the end of the video, there's a link down in the description, and if you're interested in the whole process, well, stick with me, here we go. Hey and welcome back, nice to still have you here. Today's video is about a topic that I stumbled across in a forum. There was somebody claiming that it would be possible to use the auto exposure function of the Nikon FE to create some stunning, long-term exposures in the night. And then there were, obviously, as it is in forums, some people bashing him and saying no, that's not possible due to the reciprocity failure and so on and so forth. Well, I started thinking for myself. And, well, at the beginning I came to the same conclusion that how can the camera know, the reciprocity failure of the film inside the camera? And the simple answer is, it can't know about it. It has no idea about the film's reciprocity, okay? But there's something different happening instead here. The camera always tries to make an even balanced exposure, okay? Like, it tries to make a daytime picture, like evenly balanced exposure, and this combined with reciprocity failure at night could indeed lead to some very interesting results. And so I thought to myself, stop thinking and just take your camera and try it out. So, that's what I'm gonna do tonight together with you. I set up my Nikon FE, so it's set to auto. I put in a bulk loaded roll of film, it's FOMA 100, and I especially chose FOMA 100 because I know very well that this film is one of the film stocks having the worst reciprocity failure. So I'm very excited to find out how this film holds up in the darkness with a camera just set to auto. And besides that, I'm not shooting Fomapan 100 at 100 ASA setting because it's not a true 100 ASA film, not really. You need a special developer to come close to 100, it's called the Fomapan, not Fomapan, it's called Foma LQN, yeah. Which I don't have here right at the moment, so I'm usually shooting Fomapan at somewhat around 80 ASA. Therefore I set the light meter settings here between 50 and 100. Well, that's basically it for the testing conditions. Besides that, I only have my tripod with me, and yeah, just come with me and we're gonna have a look at the shooting and the shooting conditions. And yeah, at the end of the video you will see the results.
This shot is somewhat of a stress test for what we are trying out here, because as you maybe can see, the stairs behind me are nearly in total darkness, and there's just some very weak lighting coming from inside of the doors here. And yeah, let's give it a try, let's see what the camera makes out of it. Here we go. Shutter is open. Oh wow, this takes really quite a while. Okay, I'm not gonna make you wait until this shutter closes down again. Oh, see, closed. Yeah, let's go to the next spot. Okay, this next shot again shouldn't be too complicated for the camera, since this scene is very well lit. But yeah, let's give it a try. Just checking my composition because I moved the camera. Okay. Starting the auto timer and hitting the shutter. Here we go. That was a quick one. Let's see how the result is. Okay, I just found this, well, big container or dustbin or whatever this is right next to the, well, to the last location. And I thought maybe I give it a try to shoot, well, this one. Maybe it looks interesting, maybe it doesn't. Well, we're gonna see. So, let's check it. Here we go. Starting the timer, and bam. Let's see. Yeah, it's taking quite a bit longer than before. Here we go. Hey, and welcome back to the video. Well, as you maybe can see, I already went home. I developed the negatives and scanned them. And I just can say I'm absolutely surprised by the results. I'm very amazed. Like, it is exactly as, well, I've suggested, that due to the fact that the camera tries to make an evenly balanced exposure, reciprocity failure doesn't kick in, well, too much, so it isn't too much of a problem. As you will see with the pictures, they just turned out, well, in my opinion, very good, and they yield quite a lot of details, even in the darker areas. I will now go in and show you one of the scans to, well, just to show you how much detail there actually is in these images. And after this, well, you will just see all of the images. Yeah, oh, one thing I forgot to mention is, and that's important, when I was doing these long-term exposures, I set the auto timer here on the Nikon FE, because what the auto timer is doing is as soon as I press the shutter, the mirror goes up, then the timer runs, and it's only the shutter that will open up. So this quite drastically reduces camera shake. So I really recommend you to, to use the auto timer function if you have one inside of your camera. Besides that, the camera really did a great job. There's only one image, the one where I tilted up upwards on the house. You will see it. This image nearly looks like daylight. So the camera did exactly what I mentioned and did exactly what I thought it would do. It tried to make a daylight picture and even exposure. Absolutely great. Now let's jump over to the computer. I want to show you one of the scans more in depth, and then you're going to see all of the images. Here we go.
Okay, here we go with the image that I was talking about. And sorry for the birds in the background. My cat is sitting at the open window and making the birds crazy. Okay, now here we go. What I want to show you is that even if you're scanning the pictures and they turn out dark or seem too dark in some places at the first sight, don't be, well, shocked by that, okay? Since usually if you scan a picture, the scanner applies a custom contrast curve to it. Means there already has something, well, done to the image. In my case, I chose Ilford Delta 100 contrast curve because I think it works absolutely well with Fomapan 100, and there isn't really a dedicated Fomapan 100 profile here in Silverfast. At least not in my version. Please correct me if there is a profile for 100 in newer versions, or in maybe the full version, or whatever. But what I wanted to show you is that even though you can't see them, this picture is full of details. Now just let me bring the contrast back quite a bit, and look especially down here in the dark areas. You see, there is still quite a bit of detail down here. Now let's raise the exposure. And here now you can see it. So these images are so full of details. So don't be distracted by an image that maybe looks too dark after scanning, or, well, it definitely isn't, okay? Just check the images twice and maybe set your software, whichever software you use, to make a multi-exposure scan, which in Silverfast is this little button up here on the left. I hope you can see it. Just tick it and then it will do a double exposure, which is great. What's actually very interesting for me is how these pictures behave in the darkroom when I'm gonna actually enlarge them onto paper. That's something that I'm very curious about, and the next video definitely will be me enlarging one of these pictures. I'm thinking of enlarging the picture with the stairs in the background, or the picture with the phone cell. Is it called a phone cell? I'm not sure, sorry. But yeah, with the phone. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing in the next video. And what I wanted to show you here mainly was that it simply worked. I'm so blown away by the results. They have so many details, and I especially like the halos here around the lights. I absolutely love this. I had to buy a special filter for my video camera to do the same for me, because I simply love it. I love that style. And yeah, film does it automatically, and old cameras and old lenses do this automatically. Okay, but back to topic. Yeah, it worked absolutely brilliantly. We have lots of details here in the image, even in the darker areas, so you could work with them like a charm. It's like you can do something great with these images. Okay, now I'm just gonna show you the rest of the images. Enjoy them. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the bell button, and I see you soon in my next video. Bye!